So Diddy practically gets a slap on the wrist, I mean, in the big scheme of things. And now the Epstein client list, you know, there really isn't much of one.
He's in cahoots with Epstein. And then...
Was he in cahoots with Epstein,
Yeah.
or was it just a similar type of an operation?
No, they were friends.
What this jury was thinking, well, now we know, to all of a sudden, no longer hung, and now acquittal on the highest charge, Rico.
The feds didn't just leak a tape. They declared war. This new Epstein video shows Diddy's inner circle clear as day. No masks. And now, big-name celebs are sweating bullets. Because once that footage hits court, ain't no hiding who stood beside him. So it turns out that Diddy being cleared of them Rico charges wasn't the end of his legal mess. Because right now, sources say the feds just dropped a new Epstein video that's got ties to Diddy's inner circle. Yeah, the same celeb clique that allegedly showed up at them freakoffs. Word on the street, it's not just Epstein on them tapes. It's faces folks recognize. And the feds ain't leaking this by accident. They're sending a shot. As y'all already know, once Diddy got slapped with them Rico charges last year, people started asking why Diddy's name was coming up in Epstein's convos. Now it's getting clearer. Diddy wasn't inspired by Epstein. He was allegedly running the same exact playbook. Secret parties, hidden cameras, bodies passed around like props. Just two predators swapping masks, with both using status to get folks to do whatever they wanted. Running wild parties behind guarded gates and having hidden cameras, hidden hands, and a long line of people they allegedly controlled. Sources say Diddy was just as bad as Epstein, with their parties being not just wild nights, but setups. Epstein had Ghislaine. Diddy had his so-called staff, Christina. Christina Coram wasn't no damn manager. She was the fixer. Witnesses say she set up the girls, prepped the drugs, and wiped the cameras clean. Now the wild part, somebody looking just like her was spotted on Epstein's island. That's not luck, that's a link. Sound familiar? That's Maxwell-type behavior. And yet, she ain't even been charged. And the wildest part? Coram claims she had nothing to do with the freakoffs, playing innocent, saying she was just managing hotels and calendars. But now with this Epstein tape allegedly tying someone who looks like her to his island, folks are connecting the dots. If she was anywhere near Epstein's setup, and she was also deep in Diddy's house, that's more than coincidence. That's a network. And let's not forget, Diddy's mansion sat just minutes from Epstein's in Florida. And when MMA fighter Isaac spilled on Joe Rogan, he said it plain. Diddy and Epstein were tight. Called them in cohorts.
Again, see, he's in cahoots with Epstein. And then...
Was he in cahoots with Epstein,
Yeah.
or was it just a similar type of an operation?
No, they were friends.
So this new video, it might be the glue. If the feds got footage showing a crossover between those two worlds, that's game over. Now here's where it starts spinning even crazier. Diddy's Rico charges got dropped for now, but the feds still watching. Because folks in his own circle are flipping. House staff, ex-employees, old assistants, they're all talking. They say Diddy's parties weren't just wild, they were planned. Armed guards at the doors, phones collected, drug-fueled. And the freakoffs allegedly filmed. Not by accident, but by design. Sources close to the courtroom say the jury already saw a few tapes. Cassie was allegedly on there. Prosecutors said it showed coercion, manipulation, and worse. Defense tried to spin it, saying they consented. And the jury bought it. But that was before the new video. That was before this alleged Epstein crossover. Now insiders say the feds just got their hands on new footage, and this one's different. This allegedly shows clear coercion, a whole setup. Folks not even old enough to be in them rooms, surrounded by powerful men in the industry. And Allie Carter, she was screaming this from the start. Said she was passed around like a prop at Diddy's parties.
I was a party favor.
What does that mean?
I was a party favor. I was somebody you could take off the table.
Folks called her crazy, said she was clout chasing. But the more that drops, the more she sounds like the only one telling the truth. If this new video backs her up, that's a wrap. Ain't no spinning that. And get this, Diddy's people are starting to turn on him. Brenda Paul, Philippines, names you ain't heard till now, but they were deep in the mix. Brenda used to run drugs for Diddy's circle, caught with powder at Miami airport. Charges dropped, but now he got immunity, which means he's talking. Phil Pine's been louder, went on interviews, said them parties were more than parties, they were traps, said people got locked in rooms Diddy controlled, and inside, allegedly drugs and cameras.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included, those requests started to become more frequent. A lot of times you would have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there.
Now with whispers that them wild tapes might get played in open court, everybody's asking, what happens next? Could Diddy get hit with them Rico charges again if this new footage confirms coercion? And it ain't just Diddy who should be sweating. Sources say celebs caught on them tapes, if they're doing anything shady, could face heat too. And those rooms had more familiar faces than anyone's ready to admit. Now if you've been locked in, you already know the real question ain't if Diddy's going down, it's who's going down with him. Cause if them tapes are legit and the footage shows what folks say it does, that's not just a problem for Diddy. That's a domino effect waiting to collapse the whole damn industry. We're talking high-profile names allegedly caught slipping, doing more than just partying. The kind of footage that don't just end careers, it ruins lives. And once the feds press play in court, ain't no PR team or NDA in the world that can clean that up. Now, if you've been paying attention to the whispers that been floating around Hollywood, then this ain't news to you. There's been talk of tapes being shopped around, allegedly showing big-name celebrities deep in Diddy's twisted world.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood.
And these ain't just party clips. Nah, we're talking shady activities, illegal dealings, and freak-offs that would make your jaw drop. Word is, a lot of these celebs didn't even know they were being recorded. Jaguar Wright been screaming it for years. Gene Deal too. Seen the industry rot from the inside. And now, everything they've been warning about, it's surfacing. Tapes showing more than just wild parties. We're talking setups, power plays, and celeb faces in places they swore they never stepped foot in. So now the spotlight's getting hot. And some of the same names Ali Carter been calling out, they already trending. Usher, Ashton Kutcher, Jennifer Lopez, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Will Smith, T.D. Jakes, and even Steve Harvey. These ain't small names. These are folks who built legacies. And yet, somehow, they all kept showing up to Puff's events, kept tight with him for years. And then you got Elon Musk. Last year, he dropped that viral tweet, that resurfacing, asking, how many people in music and entertainment knew about this? He warned us on Tucker's show. Said the secrets of Hollywood run deep, and the ones pointing fingers the loudest usually got the dirtiest hands.
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
So it's sort of like a preemptive moral strike.
And once the feds press play, it's not just careers ending, it's lives unraveling. Ain't no NDA strong enough. Ain't no PR team slick enough. And if the rest of them tapes drop, don't just ask if Diddy's done. Ask who else is on screen, smiling, partying, thinking the cameras weren't rolling.